Welcome back. As Namibia prepares for the 2025 regional and local authority elections, the integrity and independence of the Electoral Commission of Namibia remain critical. Recently, the ECN issued a strong warning to political parties and individuals over the unauthorized use of its official logo in campaign materials. Such actions pose a risk to public trust and may mislead voters regarding the role of the Commission. Joining us this morning, Mr. Wet Siluka, the Corporate Communications and Marketing Manager at the ECN, to unpack this issue and share how the Commission is protecting its mandate and public image. Muzile Chwangi, sir.
And Muzile Chwangi.
Hande. Are you well on this gift of a Monday?
Yeah, Monday is good. Great to the viewers as well.
Very well. Mr. Luka, could you start by explaining why the ECN found it necessary to issue a public warning regarding the misuse of its logo?
Well, thank you. We have noticed, especially in social media, that there are some individuals, either from political parties or aspiring independent candidates, who are using the ECN logo in their campaign to canvass for votes. And we have recently issued a warning because that is unauthorized and it is prohibited because the Commission has its mandate, and using its logo in canvassing votes might mislead the public and compromise on its independence.
How does the misuse of the ECN logo by political parties or candidates potentially confuse the electorate?
Well, you will see that when you are putting your logo on your advertisement materials, you put the ECN logo and then you put yourself there. The confusion comes in because we are an independent institution and we do not assist in political parties campaigning for canvassing their votes. So the misconception that the public might be misinformed that we are supporting a particular political party, for example, in their efforts to canvass for votes. So that is why we prohibit the use of the ECN logo in advertising materials for each political party or aspiring independent candidates, including associations and organizations. What we usually do is that after nomination and we have printed ballot papers, we usually print some sample ballot papers that are then given to political parties and aspiring candidates just for them to, at least when in their voter education efforts, to indicate how the ballot paper is casted. So that are the efforts that we do, but the use of our logo on any advertisement material is strictly prohibited.
Let's get to the enforceability of this strict prohibition. What legal or constitutional protections exist to safeguard the identity and branding of the ECN from unauthorized use?
Of course, there are legal framework that applies in the country. We have the legal instruments that also protects that, especially when it comes to the unauthorized use of. You look at the copyright law; it also applies to that, to such. We also have the legal instruments such as the Constitution, the Electoral Act, although it does not directly speaks to that, but there is a provision in the Act that prohibits the use of the ECN logo by any political party, organization, associations, or any aspiring independent candidates. And as we speak, even after issuing that warning, we still observe that there are some who are still continuing to use, especially independent candidates. And recently, when we issued another statement to independent candidates explaining the thorough procedures on what they have to do and not to do. So I just want to urge, especially independent candidates who are aspiring to contest in these elections, to familiarize themselves with the Code of Conduct as well as the Electoral Act, so that they can, then do their nomination in a well preferred and professional manner.
So look, I would imagine that providing surveillance or embarking on surveillance would be a full-time, a very tedious and a very labor-intensive exercise. Can you explain how the ECN monitors and addresses violations related to its logo and branding, especially on social media platforms?
What we do is once we pick it up, we'll surely contact the person who is using such a logo, and also, try to inform them about the legality or illegality of using such a logo in canvassing for votes. Because we, as the commission, we are the referee, so we need to set a leveling ground for each player to contest. So if one uses the logo of the commission in their campaigns, it means as if we as the commission are also in support of such a political party or such an individual in order for him to canvass for votes, which is not the case. So the case is they need to canvass for votes on their own, using their own resources and using their own branding materials instead of using the Electoral Commission's logo. And one thing I also want to emphasize is that the nomination of candidates opens on the 26th of September, and then it will run until 14 October for independent candidates, and also for and then until 16 October for political parties, organizations, and associations. So we want just to urge those who are aspiring to contest in the upcoming elections to familiarize themselves with the legal framework, as well as to abide by the code of conduct. The official campaign period will start from the 16th October once the public sitting and nomination has been concluded, and then we know that who is contesting in which constituency and which political parties are contesting in which local authority. As it stands now, we have not, started even with the nomination, so we don't know who is contesting in which constituency. It is just an aspiration as far as it's concerned. So we just want to ensure that the public is also informed about that.
Whether it happens during this aspiration phase or once the nomination process has run and is completed, what are the repercussions if a candidate or a party that has been warned to desist from using the logo of the ECN continues to do so and is defiant? What steps do you intend taking?
We shall use the available legal instruments at our disposal to ensure that the perpetrators abide by the set code of conduct as well as the legal framework that governs elections. In terms of the punishments thereof, as outlined in our legal instruments, those will be done through the legal courts that are established in the country, especially the electoral courts.
What role can the media, civil society, and the general public play in helping to uphold the credibility of the mandate of the ECN and of our elections?
Well, although it's the solely mandate of the Commission to conduct elections in the country, we do not do it in isolation, especially when it comes to voter and civic education, as well as the execution of the electoral calendar. We always rely on our stakeholders, the political parties, the civil society organizations, faith-based organizations, the non-governmental organizations, as well as the media, in ensuring that they assist us in executing our processes, because they have a role, especially the oversight role on their part, to ensure that the elections are conducted in a fair, free, and credible manner. But most importantly, is also, as players, we rely on each other, especially when we are expediting this process, to ensure that any hiccups or any shortcomings are addressed as it unfolds. What we also have Denver in place is the political party liaison committee liaison committee meetings where we also address such issues. And this issue has been escalated to that platform for discussion, and also, to then try to address its continuation. So we will still engage with the political parties and organizations through that platform to ensure that they also understand the concerns of the commission, although most of them has already, abided by the statement that was issued by the commission.
What's before we let you go, sir?
Right.
Have any final thoughts before we let you go, Mr. Siluka?
I couldn't hear you on that.
Your final message to political parties, to independent candidates, to the Namibian public as we get ready for the 26th day of November 2025?
Well, thank you. The Commission is well on track in terms of the execution of the activities highlighted in the 2025 Regional and Local Authority Councils elections. And we want to urge the electorate to ensure that they take this opportunity to ensure they, cast their votes, also elect their leaders at grassroots level. You can only, put your voice to once you have casted your vote. So the purpose that we have voters' cards is not to keep them in our wallets, but then to execute our, civic duty in ensuring that we participate in the democratic processes of the country. So we urge all registered voters to cast their votes in the upcoming election. Thank you very much.